Hello, children and adults. Welcome to Mufc Realist TV. And welcome to hell, Manchester United, the Galatasaray. Ah, 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 ah. This is Andy Tate. This is the big one. Come on, United.
Mr. Tate, how you doing?
Not too good after tonight. What else can be said? Tactically, again, backwards. Moise, second goal went in, sat behind there, sulking in his chair. The only good one tonight was Wayne Rooney. He tried, and what do you give? He's on a 6-year contract. He's best mates with Fergie. The Glazers, they don't know nothing about football, but eventually it will become a financial decision. Next Tuesday, April Fool's Day, he's the biggest fool in Manchester, and that is you, David Moyes. You have lost the fans tonight. You don't deserve the fans. You don't deserve anything from this club. You got the job on a technicality of a legend who recommended you. You are nothing, you are a fool, and you are a waste of time. Good night.
Woo-hoo-hoo! You're a nothing. You're a fool. Good night, Andy Tate. Welcome to the studio. Welcome to the show, mate. What a legendary comment. I guess most of the Manchester United fans around the world remember that rant was 11 years ago, mate, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's 10 years next year. So, I mean, the only part of the world what doesn't have the internet is a South and North Pole. And I don't see a penguin with a mobile phone anytime soon, do you?
A penguin. Seriously. Anyway, welcome to the show, guys. For you that's streaming in, we are having a little bit unusual match preview. Of course, we're talking about Welcome to the Hell. We're talking about Galatasaray and the story. Of course, we're going to tell you about the story. And of course, we're going to talk about the match preview, the score prediction. It's not an easy game. I mean, we know that we have to win. It's a must-win game. We covered the Erik ten Hag's press conference, and he looked a little bit, he looked like he had his mojo back, and he looked like he had a little bit of a smirk on his face. Did you catch the press conference? Or
no, I missed it, I'm afraid. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens tomorrow. If we win, we're still in with a chance. If we lose, it's not the end of the world. Even though we're still on it.
Yeah. But listen, not this guy.
Hey,
Where did you come from?
Hey, Andy. Hey, Mick.
He breezes in, breezes out like God knows what. Who does he think he is?
I don't know. He just rocks up like, oh shit, here we go again. And he rocks up without his blue. Today, he's got his turquoise. I love it in the background, Jarvis. Big up to you. How are you doing today, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Good to be back. We had a good show yesterday, and then now just a lot of news. I know you are prepared, Mick, but so I'm not going to spoil anything. So just continue with the show. Don't let me interrupt.
No. One person we're going to bring into the stage as well is no other than, you know who I'm talking about. You know, the guy from USA. We're talking about Botswana puppy bots. Hey. Not the regular AI bots, but we have the bots, the Botswana puppy in the house.
I'm good. I'm happy to be here with you guys. Buzzing.
Bots, welcome to hell.
Oh.
You're good. You're good.
I'm good. We've been living in hell in Man United, so you know.
Yeah. Listen, one person I can tell about the press conference today is no other than, shall we give him a round of applause? Mark.
Big up, Mark.
We got so many applause. Game, set, smash. Mark, in summer, you and me, we did the managers the match conference. Can you summarize the mood with Erik ten Hag and the key points, the takeaway points from today's press conference? You're on mute. Do we need sign language? Do we have a sign language specialist here? Hey, come here.
My bad, guys. They talk. Can you hear me?
Yes.
They talked about they asked a few questions, first of all, the goal, Garnacho goal, what kind of goal it was, how did Erik ten Hag feel about it? They also asked him about what type of player he thinks Garnacho is, and both Erik ten Hag and Bruno was quoted as saying, special young talent, one we have to keep focused, it's not the type of talent you can cage in, but you have to measure their chances, give them chances, but also, help them to stay focused so that they don't go off track. You know what I mean? He also was asked about Kobbie Manioo, and he said Kobbie Mainoo is a very talented young fella. He fits his profile. He doesn't think that playing him in multiple games is going to burn him out. He's young. He's very focused. And if they're going to observe him and make sure that if he seems like he's distracted, they will get him right back on track. So that's for the young players. And he talked about the attack. Marcus Rashford getting a goal, Bruno giving up the penalty. He was like, basically, it's a captain's decision. He had faith in his teammates to score the goal. We know we are going to score goals. I know my attack is going to score goals. He sounds very confident. We're going to Galatasaray. He talked about the past games before. He was like, those games are in the past. The team is different now. We are more together than before. You can see we're creating more chances and we're going forward with more confidence, and we need to keep focused and work harder and do better and keep the building going forward. So basically, he was in a confident mood. He doesn't seem like the stressed out Erik ten Hag a few weeks ago. And you can see it around the atmosphere. Looks like everyone are more cohesive together. He also got some questions about the rulings and the referees and stuff like that. And he basically said, you know what? It's part of the game. The players need to stay focused on the pitch. They can't let the referee decisions change their mindset, change the plan that we have set for the game, and keep focused and do their best. They must work around it and find a way to adapt during games, facing the situations at hand.
No, big up. He was very confident. He had a smirk. He had a little bit of a swagger. Bruno was sitting next to him as well. Bruno also said some good things. But one thing that I picked up regarding what Bruno said about Garnacho, he said he's such a talented player. I hope he can do it against Galatasaray as well. But he spoke about Kobbie Manioo, Andy, as well. Basically said, I'm sure that Kobbie's still young. I think we should wrap him in a cotton wool for now. But I think, if he played against Everton, that was a very hostile environment. Evertonians were up for it. The crowd was electric. They just got done 10 points by cheating allegations. I mean, imagine coming to Welcome to Hell, Galatasaray, that hostile environment. Do you reckon he's going to play? Do you reckon he's going to throw him right into deep ends, or do you reckon he's going to rest him, Andy?
I think he's going to play. Water off a duck's back, man. Water off a duck's back. I mean, maybe further down the line, you rest him for certain games. But, Manioo, give him a game Saturday, play him, see how he goes first half. If you have to change it, change it. But you're looking at an 18-year-old who holds no fear, who has a maturity and who has an experience which will put senior players to shame. When you're supposed to look for inspiration from your senior players, oh, man, they ain't inspiring anybody. It's an 18-year-old inspiring everybody else, and it puts McTominay to shame, Bruno to shame, Maguire, Lindelof, Delo, and it's like he's basically that clearance off the line. No other Man United player would have gone for that. If you say it was a pinball machine off Onana and Maguire. He says it's going to be a Maguire own goal, isn't it? So he says Harry Maguire's bacon. So Scott McTominay ball watching again as well. After we made it 2-0, great save from Onana. So senior players need to match up. I mean, Rashford had a 10-minute spell, very good after scoring a pen, but then he went quiet again. But I understand confidence is low, but you got to look at yourself. You got to believe in yourself.
True. You got to beat the press. But if you look up here, it's called Beat the Press. Poppy, welcome to the show, my friend. I know you're eating, but in the press conference, Erik ten Hag mentioned something really, really interesting. And speaking about Kobbie Manioo, he mentioned the old cliche United mantra: if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yep.
That's what he said. Yep.
That was so that's clear. It's like there's no, oh, let's be so careful with Kobbie Manioo. It's like this is time for you to perform now. There's other 17, 18, 19-year-olds who have entered the conversation. It's time for Kobbie Manioo to enter the chat room. I think he will actually do really well, and this is part of, you know, the learning process for him. And obviously, imagine the amount of confidence it's going to bring him if he has a very good performance versus Galatasaray. It even means like we can keep this thing going, you know. So I'm looking forward to him more on the pitch.
Yeah.
And
Jarvis as well. I want to include you in this conversation, my friend. I know you just finished off work, but you know, he also mentioned about Garnacho. He said he praised him, you know, and he said, like, you know, it's all about to do better and better and better. So there's always like, you know, this was a good performance, but he can do better. He's got like, you know, 12 years left on his career. He's still young, right?
Yeah, we talked about this yesterday. What will Ferguson do? What will Ferguson do? And I remember in the 90s, beginning of the 2000s, he used to bench Giggs. He used to bench Beckham every time they had a good game. The next game, they were on the bench. So that's how he kept them grounded, kept them sharp, and not to believe their own hype. So Ferguson was very. It's in our culture for the United. I think Ferguson was very aware of this, because we had players like Norman Whiteside who burned out with injuries in the late 80s, and we had experienced super talents come and disappear. So he was very aware of this, and I believe Ten Hag also will think in the same trajectory. I believe Manioo will play tomorrow. I believe Garnacho will play tomorrow, but we won't see them every game for the rest of the season, even though they are good enough to play every game from start.
Andy, basically, you know, arguably one of the legends of the club, the captains in the midfield. We're talking about Roy Keane, right? Roy Keane expressed himself regarding Kobbie Manioo, and it's not often that, you know, Keane gives praise, but he spoke highly about Kobbie Manioo. Same did, you know. Did you hear what he said about Kobbie Manioo? Like, you know, he basically waxed lyricals about him. This guy is special, right? And it's not often that Keane gives that critics like, or positive. We know Keane.
It's very rare. It's very rare. Roy Keane gives out praises, and like you say, it warmed Roy Keane. He's not a grumpy old git at Christmas, is he? So I heard what he said about Bruno and the pen, giving it to Rashford. I heard them comments as well. So if he's on the commentary team on Saturday in the house, and you know, Ten Hag comes past the Bruno, might get a little bit frosty, but he spoke very highly of Kobbie Manioo, Roy Keane. And it's quite refreshing to see it, because it's just for the last few weeks we've just been spun like from pillar to post, like on and off the pitch stuff, takeover performances. God, we won 1-0 against Luton. Yeah, what did he do? But that was a little bit special. And like I say, the Man United socials have milked that Garnacho goal to the point where you'll get fed up with it. They've milked it, and they'll milk Kobbie Manioo as well, to the point where you just go, whoa, back off, leave the lad alone. I still say he can play Wednesday, maybe he could play Saturday. Then you've got, let's say, you've got back Chelsea, Bayern Munich on the horizon, Anfield, Liverpool, West Ham, Aston Villa, Bournemouth at home. You can play him, you know, if he thrives tomorrow, play him in the European games. He thrives. I mean, Anfield, that's a different kettle of fish. He may be able to do it. If he can get through tomorrow and play a blinder, you know he can do it at Anfield.
But you mentioned something very, very important. You know, how embarrassing from the senior players. Like Kobbie Manioo makes an example and puts them on the ass by putting a man of the match, performance. 18 years of age. He's been injured for 4 months, right? And comes in on his premier debut and shows everyone where the lockers should stand. I mean, how embarrassing is that?
He should have got them out when he come off You do it now. Drop the mic and walk off the pitch.
Yeah,
You
it's
should have
like
done that.
hey, it's like a Benny Hill moment.
Yeah, Ben Hill.
He just comes in like, hey, it's like so cool and composed. He's kind of like a glider, like, he sees, it's like, it's like, he has got
He was
six
very proud.
sense.
You could see him on the bench. He was smiling like a Cheshire Cheese cat, like he just completed FIFA or Call of Duty, and he's like that.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy smile. Eddie Murphy smile. Yeah.
100%. Now he's
Shrek.
like
A donkey. Yeah.
listen, Andy, he's like my dog. You know what to say about dogs and cats? They can see like other energy. Like, and the same with Kobbie Manioo. It's like referring back to how you started with the flashlight. I see dead people.
Oh yeah. It's like Yoda. I sense good in him. Good I see. Good I sense.
Anyway, big up to panel, everyone that's coming in. Welcome. We are a little bit of an unusual time today, but it's the first time we can get everyone together. For me, it's like what is it? Well, it's 2:15 here in Thailand, so hence the timing, guys. Hence the timing. Plus, also this Champions League playing at 8 o'clock UK time as well. That I bet everyone wants to see Newcastle play as well, guys. So anyway, we got to talk about the horror story, Andy, about the welcome Zuhel in 1993 in the Galatasaray Ali Sami Yen Stadium. Do you know this story?
Yeah, I do know the story. We were 2-0 up from the first leg. Then Galatasaray scored 3, and it was 93, 94. We were 2-0 up. They scored 3 goals, and we got a late equaliser, I think, from Erik or something like that. And we returned like a week later, and then was absolutely, like say, welcome to hell. The arrival at the airport with the signs, the banners, going to the Man United team hotel, keeping them up all night, chanting, going to the stadium, and we didn't perform well on the night, and they got the 0-0. They went through on away goals. Cantona kicked out at somebody as well. He lost his mojo. So, yeah, I remember it all well. I do remember it. I was 18. I was 18 years old. I'm 48 now. Wow.
That was terror. That was terror. This is a perfect example how you can psych out the team as the fifth wheel. Like, the fans play a big part,
Oh, yeah.
But
they're very passionate about the football over there. And I respect that for that. I mean, like, you can go to Turkey and if I've seen that at Besiktas, they're firing off bloody guns in the crowd. They fire off like AK-47s. When they score, they shoot in the air, man. But you can't do that in the Premier League, but blooming hell. That's Turkish league, a lot of fireworks and that. Maybe now it's different, but over the last 30 years, they say letting off, as long as you don't drop an hand grenade, you're all right, aren't you? But, yeah.
Jarvis, I mean, you're old enough as well to remember, do you have any memories from that 1993 game as well?
Well, I have memories. I remember from TV they filmed into the tunnels, and the players were like giggling. They were like nervously smiling, and like the Paul Ince and the senior players were acted like that. And walking into that arena, the audience had been there for I think 6 to 8 hours before the game, singing. And when the players entered the pitch, they were like, you could see it. They were nervous, and the sound and the waves. And I remember the ending, especially, were really good because Besiktas, they were away on away goals. They would win on away goals, and they were stalling all the time. Every time the ball went out of the pitch, it took 2 minutes to get the play going again. And I think it was in the 90th minute, Cantona, he just snapped and just ran out and kicked the ball out of the hands of the Besiktas player because he was like stalling the time. And then everything collapsed, and then the police and everybody come, and the referee gave Cantona a red card. Cantona stood on the pitch. He waved his arm to the crowd.
Riot shields and all that, getting them down the tunnel. That was it. Riot shields above the Reds.
Remember
Yeah.
Steve Bruce pointing fingers like that? Don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
In a polite way. Don't you dare. But it wasn't a polite way. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah. Guys, I'm gonna play a small clip just to keep you refreshed. There's young and old, there's people that wasn't even born, they're Manchester United fans that can't remember this. I clearly remember this as well, but I'm gonna put this to the you were 10 Araya, I can see that, but I'm just gonna put this to the stage, guys, and let's have a flashback memory. I mean, MUV, thanks
when
to
we
the
came out for the warm-up, we did actually mention it when we went back into the dressing room after the warm-up about welcome to hell.
And welcome to Istanbul for what could be the most difficult match that Manchester United have ever faced in 17 seasons of European football. Because if passionate supporters could win football matches, then Galatasaray here would already be home and dry.
I knew what Galatasaray was all about because the fans, the chant which the Turkish fans do, they seem to do this jumping up and down and chant. But when there's only a few thousand of them, it's nowhere near to the effect of what you get when you go to Istanbul.
Like guys, you can see like what Brian Robson, legendary Robson, said. Like, even if there are 1,000 of them, they're so loud, they're so passionate, they're like a wild animals. You can see that, guys, as well. Just for the copyright purposes, I have to pause and play, guys. So it's just but this is just for educational purpose. So it sort of give you a little bit of a flashback how it was. So you can guys see, like, from the minute they arrived, they were harassed, they were followed, they were stalked into the hotel. Robson was saying as well, we couldn't even leave the hotel. So from the minute they arrived in Istanbul to the actually kickoff, they were constantly haunted and followed. And when they arrived into the stadium, they were greeted by this famous sound, "Welcome to hell," guys. I don't know. I don't know for copyright issues. I mean, I think this is enough to play, guys, but just give you sort of a little bit of a hostile environment, what it could look like there as well. So just to sort of give you a little bit of reminder what it might be tomorrow as well, guys, because we saw them when they came over to Old Trafford. Andy Shambles, they sold the Turkish tickets.
Oh yes,
to the
sellouts. Yes, sellouts. They sold
Sellouts.
their own tickets to the Galatasaray fans, and they had the audacity to deny it, blame the United fans, then come out 2 days later with all safety concerns and says, "Oh, we did sell them eventually." You know what I mean? Because basically they got the fingers burnt. They had to backtrack. That's the good thing about the Man United ticket office. Always in denial, unless they're backed into a corner. Always in denial.
Always.
So this club always in denial. So they do have an history to. I mean, this game was so hostile. Like, Roy Keane was there stamping on the number 3. It's like it was a mad game.
President gets sent off. Jesus.
Yeah, man. Seriously, like, So what do we
There's
expect?
something real quick I want to add real quick about the hostility that I read about. Apparently, what's his name? Brian Robson was trying to. Cantona was attacked by a police officer after the game, and Brian Robson tried to rescue Cantona, and then he got cut, with 6 stitches in the arm, and it was like a whole thing. He was thrown down some concrete steps that were leading to the dressing room, and I was just like, damn, this was a war. It sounds like a war zone. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna add this back to the stage again because we're talking about the police and everything.
yeah.
Like when I got hit by a shield, I fell against the wall and split my arm and had to have 8 stitches in my elbow, and so there was a lot of inquiries about how things had happened and all this sort of thing by UEFA when the game had finished. But yeah, I mean, they were really aggressive towards all the players right at the end of the game. And the police.
Here we go. Welcome to hell.
They more or less joined in. I've been to Istanbul when England played Turkey, and you know, if you get beat, it's even worse.
Excellent. And we got a pause there as well because copyright issues. Just wanted to play you a, just a reminder, like, the end as well, when it's like, even when we finished the game, they were haunting us, right? It was really hostile. They got hit by shields. It was a mess.
Well,
Hopefully we don't see that tomorrow.
Following season, wasn't it? I think it was 94, 95. We smashed them 4-0 on a certain David Beckham scored on his debut. Yeah, so we beat them quite convincingly over there. Beat them at Old Trafford 94, 95. So we've had that, and this is the first time we've played them since then.
Wicked. All right, well, what to expect tomorrow? I mean, manager's press conference. Bruno looked happy. He looked pretty much content, cool and composed. He had a smirk on his face. He's aware about the hostile environment over there. He mentioned that in his press conference. And I just believe that, if I was the players, just bring earmuffs, just noise cancellation. You know what I mean? Just put them on. But Marcus Rashford is not going to play tomorrow. So we can talk about Rashford as much as we can, but Rashford has actually traveled to support. He's part of the traveling squad as well, but he's not going to play, but he's going to be there for support.
I don't know about that. You
Mascot.
need a fresh mark. Well, team morale and all that. It's like, I don't know. Like he should be focused on Saturday. Or he's sitting this one out. The travel alone is enough to make you tired. So I don't see why he has travelled. I really don't. I understand the team unity, but if you're thinking about forward game on the Saturday as well, maybe staying in Manchester, staying focused, bit of relaxation.
Yeah.
Not being jet lagged. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Poppy, I have a theory why he traveled.
Uh-oh. Let's hear it.
Go on.
He went there for the tasty free Turkish kebab. I have another joke. Do you mind?
Go ahead.
Do I get a red card for this? Maybe. You know what? Turks are not allowed to play football.
Why?
Every time they get a corner, they open up a kebab shop.
But what the hell, bro?
If this is monetized, you are screwed here, Mick. I'm telling you.
Jokes aside. I'm sorry.
I got offered to go to Galatasaray Monday.
Where did you go?
Family reasons. I've got family to look after and help. I could have gone and had a flight today at 11 o'clock this morning, match ticket, and hotel overlooking Istanbul and the river. On that side. I could have gone, but I didn't because of my family. Family comes first. But like you say, you'll never get an offer like that again.
True. No. I mean, you don't choose your family. That's the thing. And family first. That's what we say. But yeah, I read that on your Facebook, and I was like, oh God, free tickets, everything. It's a dream.
I'll put it one way. My missus was quite relieved because I don't think she would have been too happy.
No.
Where you going? And I told my dad as well, and I don't think my dad was quite relieved as well because it's a bit naughty out there.
Yeah, no more jokes, please. Hands up.
Oh,
what?
shit.
I never mean that. I just said it's naughty.
No.
There.
Listen, don't take. I said jokes aside. Don't take it any personally. Maybe I should rephrase it. Another thing, but it was a just joke. Like, and as soon as they get a corner, they open up a kebab shop, and it's kind of funny, isn't it? This United restaurant wants to eat Turkish doner kebab. 100%, guys. Listen, I'm just a little bit conscious of time. This is going to be a short preview, guys. And we've done 30 minutes. I want to give everyone that's tuning in a massive shout out. Thank you, everyone, for supporting MUFC Realist TV for reaching 19,500 subs. in a short. Massive thank you. It's a lot of hard grafting. Andy, big thanks for Power Hour. Everyone that's coming in, big up for you. And everyone that become a member that's constantly donating the memberships as well. Angie, Fatty, Rushmano, everyone, massive thank you. Massive thank you. And, we just love to come in here talking football. I'm mad about United. This is my family. And likewise, please, if you do care about this community, all we care about is your likes. Smash the like, please, because that is the hardcore currency that YouTube is currently taking, to promote the video so others can see, but also leave your comments down below so we can use for positive reinforcement as well. Thank you so much. I think, Jarvis, let's talk about the lineup. Or?
Yeah, we can talk about the lineup. Today I saw a picture. I don't know if you guys saw it with Varane shaking hands with
shaking hands.
So I don't know what happened. No one knows. We have been speculating about this for a couple of weeks now. I think maybe they turn a corner. So we might see Varane start tomorrow.
Yeah,
I have a
Andy.
feeling that Varane will start tomorrow.
Andy, you and me, we talk about the gravy train, right? A lot. Yeah. The British media gravy train creating that agenda, it's been international break, and you know what I mean? They got to write about something, and of course, they got to write something about United. Nothing is there between Rafael Varane and manager. He even confirmed in the press conference last week. He said, "What do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" It's basically down to.
I heard some crap today. I said Carlo Ancelotti to Manchester United. It's just British media. I'm not interested.
Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I'm just sick and tired of it, puppy.
Ancelotti.
Ancelotti just going to sign a new contract. According to the latest report, he's going to re-sign a contract with Real Madrid. He ain't going nowhere.
He's not going to Brazil.
Oh, go to Brazil.
He's going to Brazil.
Like Brazil manager, wasn't it? I heard that.
Yeah, I heard he want to have a Brazilian.
Don't. Oh, God.
Close.
on a Coca Cabana. Yeah, damn, you know what I mean?
Anyway, I'm informed today, guys. Do Maguire and Varane work together? Yeah.
So here's the famous picture of Varane shaking hands with Ten Hag.
Is this recently or is this previously?
That's in Turkey.
That's in Turkey. Looks a lot like Carrington, that mate, with the boards at the back. You know what I mean? I don't think you'd be wearing woolly hats in Istanbul and a training complex like that. When you're in the where
probably training before they went to Turkey, but this photo come out today.
You do not wear that outfit in the Mediterranean. That is Carrington. So yeah, you don't wear that.
Yep. The kind of
Varane is saying thank you for the boarding pass. I'm coming.
That puts it the speculations to bed. To be honest, the gravy train, Laurie Whitwell are in the
picture with Mourinho, if you remember it. When he looks, you see that video. There's Pogba. Mourinho said something to him over a game or something.
It was basically what I heard was like Mourinho's he went to Pogba. Did you just fart? And it was like, what? Me? No. Sorry, puppy. It's too much for you. It's not roast today. We missed the Sunday roast, my friend. We did. Shaw and Wan-Bissaka playing. Guys, I want to bring in my lineup. I've been a little bit cheeky today. I just want to bring in my lineup, and you guys can discuss it as well. This is the way I'm thinking, and maybe I'm getting a little bit reckless here, but if you can see what I'm thinking, I see dead people. I mean, I see Andrew Onana starting, of course, Mr. Clean Sheet himself, but I'm starting to speculate a little bit to have a little bit of a more aggressivity to start Regulon as a left back, play Luke Shaw off the left side of centre back alongside with Champions League Varane and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Then I would see Kobbie Manioo playing with Amrabat and Bruno Fernandes. And this is the dream trio attack. Alejandro Garnacho, Rasmus Hojlund, and Pellistri. Guys, that was a sneak peek to the future.
I like that. I like that.
You like it? You like?
Well, no Scott McTominay. What they do? But
Yep.
definitely.
No Scott McTominay. Yep.
These jokes are terrible.
It's okay. All right. Jarvis, take over.
That's for me.
This is bad comedy. I'm telling you.
I'm in the sin bin. I got red carded.
with the speaking about the sin bin, did you guys hear about the new rules and regulation in the Premier League today? There was up for suggestion, and I think they approved it, so that they will have a 10-minute ban for players. They will call it an orange card. Basically, will be for players.
No,
it's like rugby.
Yeah.
And they will put them in the sin.
I'll say this now. In the lower leagues of amateur football in England, they do have that rule, Jarvis.
I heard
amateur leagues in the lower leagues, they have it. If you abuse it, if you mouth off to the referee, you get 10 minutes in the sin bin. Now, the only time I've ever heard of this rule was the other week, and even my dad didn't know about it. And the only other sin bin I know of is in ice hockey, when you smack someone in the face with a hockey stick. Then you say, I didn't mean it.
3 minutes.
You know, but these are stupid rules. And I even heard possibility VAR looking at potential corners or looking at throw-ins and free kicks. That's a step too far.
This is too much.
But mind you, this was in
central goals.
This
breaks
was
it
the
with the
sun in England.
telefootball.
So Jarvis, what is this? What are we witnessing?
They are saying sin bins are set to be introduced into professional football by the IFAB agreement to principle that testing the rugby style measured in elite competition. So Premier League will be, actually it would equate to an orange card to see offenses deemingly like let's say when people have almost a red card but it's not. For example, they used a example with Chiellini when he pulled Saka's shirt in the World Cup when Italy played England. You know, his shirt was out 5 meters behind Saka when he was running, so it was obviously a holding, a pulling, but they couldn't give him a red card. But that's like an orange card, so 10 minutes. And they want to keep the respect for the referee. So if players shout at the referee in a manner that's not,
but why is that an orange card? I'm just asking. Why is it an orange card? Because you pull someone's jersey. It's just a yellow card. It's just a professional foul. You know what I mean?
No, guys, listen.
It's going like wrestling.
Listen, guys, this is getting too much. They're killing football, to be honest. What on earth is going on? What is this? Is this a clown show? Come on. Is this ice hockey all of a sudden? You get done 3 minutes for slashing to sit off the game? This is football we're talking about. I mean, fix the bloody rules first and put in proper referees to play the game. You don't need video assistants, guys. You need players to play the game and the referee to be calling the clear and obvious. What do you need video referees? What do you need this for? You know, I call it like train spotting. What do you need all that for when you got referees? Seriously.
All for goal line technology. All for that. No problem with that. But this is just creeping into the game. This is technical, woke, technical. Slow the game. No. You'll drive the crowds away, mate. You'll drive the crowds away. People will turn off.
How many orange cards can you accumulate? How many? This is gonna be so interesting. And
you get 5 orange cards, you get a slap on the wrist.
Seriously.
You don't get a ban, you just get a slap on the wrist.
Poppy, you know, you got to start seeing Netflix shows here, like, you know. Seriously, what is this? Red cards.
I mean, but there is something.
Colors all of a sudden.
Guys, no. Andy, hear me out. I think
200 minutes.
There is something to be said though about there's sometimes moments where some fouls it's more than a yellow card but less than a red card. So like we can't say that doesn't occur, you know. Like, so we have to be able to find a way to reprimand people, but it's it's crazy. It's
Wait.
for me.
Papi,
wait.
in my opinion,
Crossing
if
the
it's
line.
more than a yellow, it's a red card. No, and
So-
no ifs and buts there. If it's a yellow,
Jarvis.
it's a yellow.
That's
If it's
how it's
just a-
been.
it's just a-
But you can
right, that's how
become
it
more.
should remain.
The other way.
It shouldn't
And
have
then
no
you only get
orange
an
and
orange
green,
card.
bro. That's a
What are you gonna
mad
do
thing.
then?
Yeah, but you can become more specific with how you're punishing and how you're go ahead.
But
Go ahead.
that's been thing of destroy football, bro. That gonna
Okay,
take too
Jarvis.
much time in the game.
Jarvis.
One stop flowing. That's
Red card. I'm going to Jarvis because Jarvis was the bearer of the bad news. Jarvis, can I ask you a question? What color
Yeah.
do you get if you mix yellow and red?
Orange, I believe.
Of course, they come up with an orange card.
Yeah.
10 minutes in
Yeah.
a bit.
Yeah, but
Jesus.
it's not only the orange card. There's another thing today that came out, and you mentioned it, Andy, that the football lawmakers will ask to consider whether VAR is power should be extended to cover free kicks, corners, and second yellow card. So they are ruining football as we speak. Now they will come in. Oh, that's not a free kick. We have a VAR decision for a free kick in the middle of
This
the
is
field.
going American
or a
football.
throw-in,
Like,
or yeah,
this is going American. This is getting Americanized, and it's not on.
No.
No, fans are not going to have it. We're going to have 20-minute breaks now, aren't we?
Yeah, but you know
They'll put
what?
10 minute. Well, we're at halfway
It's
point.
turning
We're
into
taking
a
10-minute
Super Bowl,
break,
right,
taking the
Poppy?
cheerleaders on the pitch.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
pom-poms, all that stuff. Poppy, you know what? Maybe it's like broadcasting, like, if you look at AFL in the US where you live, how many commercial breaks and how many referee blow-offs, 10 yards penalty, this, like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
get Snoop Dogg. We'll get Snoop Dogg out of the FA
Yep.
Cup final. Dr. Dre fucking doing the Super Bowl half time.
Snoop
Fucking
Dogg.
na.
Shakira.
It's a matter of time, Andy, till we see Snoop Dogg.
Even with
Yo,
Snoop
double
Dogg,
G's.
Andy, they can't get the
Perfect
views of
goal.
a football game in England. Even with Snoop Dogg, right? The American Super Bowl don't have more views than a Manchester derby, bro. So it's like,
I
what
get
we
that,
doing?
mate. I get that, but this is where it's going too far. If they bring these rules in, what Jarvis has been saying, who knows? That it's just too much. It's like when you dilute a drink, when you put just enough, your little cordial, your little orange in it, just enough. It tastes beautiful. You pollute it with more water. You've absolutely watered it down. It does not taste nice at all.
Enough of creativity. Like, what's next, according to my opinion? Are we going to introduce the swear bin box as well? Like, you get a blue card for swearing and donate $10 into that jar for swearing? Come on.
Yeah.
No, but there is, guys, I understand the resistance to change and the game has been beautiful, but there is always room for improvement in everything.
No, bro.
You can't tell me football is perfect right now, just the way it
I
is.
can ask you a question, Papi.
They'll tell us
Yeah.
we
I can
can't
ask you a
sing
que-
our songs. That's what they'll do. They'll try and tell us that you can't sing your songs.
Yep.
You can't have your banter anymore.
They're gonna allow you to sing your song.
Listen to this
Eddie.
question, right? Away, check it out on Google too, right? When they changed the rules from the NBA to non-contact sport from a contact sport in 1999, the NBA lost half of the viewers. Half of the people used to go to games, half of the viewers stopped watching the NBA. Check it out, and up to now they still can't cover the news.
No, legit.
That's the NBA. Football is older
Yeah,
than
this football
basketball.
will happen
why
to
I
football
watch
too
all
because
league
nobody
football.
want to watch that nonsense, bro. You see all that emotional nonsense that people
God,
want to bring
I
welcome
into
watch
to
the
hell.
all
game.
league football
You know,
sometimes.
I feel that he tackle him too hard and all kind of drama is a contact sport, a full contact sport. So
Oh, you
when they
touched
change
me.
all
Oh.
those things, you're making it seem like if now
You
you can't
sneeze.
touch a ball because when
You
you say
sneeze on
somebody
the
have a
pitch,
follow
you
through.
get an orange card. You
Man,
get a pink card. Sneeze on the pitch, you get a pink card for sneezing.
All of a sudden, we're going to have rainbow
Sneeze on the ref.
Yeah.
The referee gonna have to have more pockets, cargo pants for all the colors.
God.
Batman utility belt. Yellow card, red card. Oh, that's a joke.
What is this? Are they aiming to be like, monetized on Netflix for CSI Miami, like forensic investigation? Come on, what's going on here? Like, oh, that was a microscopical millimeter fragment of an offside. We can see Harry Maguire's pubes are sticking out fractionally. That is an offside. Yes, Sean comes in and said, yes, but look at number 19.
No, but like the technology. My point, guys, is technology
No,
can
but
always
wait.
Like right now, the way they're drawing the lines is really rudimentary. It's like, why are we not using semi-automated lines? You heard that show where they're like, oh, move the line a little bit to the left. Is there any more blue left? But it's just too subjective. It's like we're using technology, but we're not embracing all the power that technology can bring. So I'm all for improvements in the game. I'm not saying I'm like, let's get all the colors of the cards in here. I'm all about how can we improve what we have already, because the tools that are around us are getting better. You cannot dislike this and accept goal line technology just because goal line technology is very simple.
Be real, Papi. Some technology will work, some won't.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so that involves climbing. It involves
you don't need the game
all
to
that
be perfect, bro. The problem with people is that they feel football is meant to be perfect. Football is an imperfect, perfect sport. The imperfection in football is the human error, bro. That is what make it exciting. Watch me. When you have to measure a offside because somebody finger offside or the hand, which is not a part of the game, it makes no sense. It should have a clear distance between two players for offside. That's just my honest opinion. So when you're measuring millimeters, that's not the game, bro. You can't match break something when you're tackling, bro.
Can we read out Yale's comment? I think this is a good comment.
Before we continue, Mark, pause there for a second. Listen, guys, this is becoming farcical. Soon we're going to see the new kit sponsors coming out. They're going to have aerodynamic suits, like in cycling. Like, there's nothing sticking out. There's like stuck to the bodies, right? Nothing's coming out today. Aerodynamic. I mean, where is this game going? Yalaman, welcome to the stage.
Yeah, he said this is stupid. I cannot pull it into word. The dude who came up with this orange card is cuckoo. Yeah, I agree. And if they want people to stop watching the game, continue making stupid rules.
100%.
Spot on, Yale Malmin. Very good comment. I agree. We shouldn't change something that's not broken.
Exactly.
Nope, why change?
Exactly.
Guys, I want to bring it back to football again. I want to bring it back to this. Guys, do you agree with is there anything you would like to change in terms of Mick Ruby's lineup here? Is there anything? Can you see it? Should I just increase this one? I'm just going to go Control Plus. No, not this one.
And you can take the player size up with the blue bar down to the left.
Oh, that was too much. Too much. Just a chip in the put, lad. Okay. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
What changes would you like to do and Mick Ruby's lineup here?
The only thing I would like to suggest, maybe.
What? Yeah. Why is Varane on the bench, Mick?
No,
Varane's not Varane. Harry Maguire on the bench. Why is Maguire? What did he do?
He could fold in that atmosphere. He could fold, seriously.
He could
There's
fold,
a bit of a difference between Goodison Park and Istanbul. You know 100%. What I mean?
100%.
An intimidating atmosphere, he could fold.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason, I agree with what Andy was saying, the only reason is mentality here. Like, we have Varane, 4-time Champions League winner, used to pressure. We know that we seen Harry Maguire in certain competition. It ain't his game. We call him Pinball Harry Maguire. Like, he's got a little bit of an accident in him, and I don't want that guy. So maybe he will start, maybe not. But I think that Varane's been rested enough, and he needs to start next to Luke Shaw, regular, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
He needs game
It's
time.
Game time. This is crunch time, guys. Crunch time. So this is my strongest back four, to be honest, and the most attacking as well.
I think that's brilliant. I've got no quims with that. No quims at all. If they're all
maybe
fit.
I should play for the assistant for if Michel van der Gaag leaves.
Maybe.
Hashtag make Ruby in.
I have one question in the forward line though, and this is just me based off of the last game, and I just wanted to know if it might be okay if people open their minds to this. What about starting Martial for the first half and bringing on Hojlund for the second half against Italy.
Grasshopper.
No.
Nah, I'm not having
No.
it.
I'd rather get into a position, and if we're defending and we're in a good position, say with 20 minutes to go, a couple of goals to the good, even maybe late, how far can you do? I bring Martial on then. I'd rather get into a good position than on 70 minutes, you're bringing on Anthony Martial to get a goal. So I'd rather get into a good position, because I heard that, we were talking, was it last night? Oh, man. Martial contracts. Martial deserves a contract. Somebody was saying that on TATE TV on Sunday. Like, give him a contract.
Oh, man.
Well, you think he's vital? He could extend his God, man. Somebody was saying that on Sunday, and it really got the chat wound up. Everybody was like, "Whoa, dude,
man!"
The
Andy, this is so typical flip-flop fan base.
And he's like, give him a contract, give him a contract. Well, why just give it Giggsy to the end of the season then? You know what I mean? So just no, Martial, no.
Guys, this is a typical Swedish syndrome with some of our fan base, to be honest. Like, they feel sorry about the one. As soon as the person does good, give him a contract. Give him a contract. We gave Oli a contract. Look what happened. We gave Rashford a contract. Look what happened. No, it's too early. You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, back to the lineup, back to the future. So you guys agree with this one then? You know, Kobbie Manioo, Amrabat, Bruno Fernandes in the midfield. Or anything?
That's not.
No?
not
Yes?
bad.
No?
Feel like
Yes,
Scotty might start, though. That's just my own thing. I would like to see Amrabat start, but I just feel like Scotty McTominay will.
Ball watcher? No, not for this game, guys.
No. You've got an experience like Scott McTominay. He is what he is, a moment player. That's all he is. Amrabat knows that scenario. He's played in a World Cup. He's played, I would say, that sort of atmosphere where he came from in France, in Italy. So he's played in these high pressure situations. I see him, Scott McTominay. What did he do against Bayern Munich? He didn't trap back. You know, he didn't trap back, and they went on to score when we were pushing for an equaliser, and he made it 4-2. So, you know what I mean? No, not McTominay in this atmosphere, man. Yep. Not having it. Because, you know, he can go, he was, like I say, he can go missing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I can see some comments like, you know, some people saying swap Reguilón for Dalot, but I, as much as I love Dalot has a tendency to switch off, to fall asleep.
Newcastle twice.
This is not the game. We need a proper left back to go there. We need a proper defending right back in Van Bissaka, and that's the reason why I went with this, you know, and that's the reason why I went with Kobbie Manioo, Sofyan Amrabat, because we need legs in that midfield. You know,
Bruno Fernandes. Reguilón's played Champions League as well with Tottenham in the past.
Yeah,
so he's played in atmospheres like that in the last few years as well. So you need to get most experienced players, whether it be on loan or your proper first teamers.
So to give you my analysis, my reasoning why, because definitely, like, you know, Bruno needs to be the creator. He needs to play as the number 10. And then, of course, this is my dream team. Like, you know, Alejandro Garnacho has been showing great form. I believe that Facundo Pellistri deserves a chance now where Rashford has been red carded. And, of course, Rasmus Hojlund has been, you know, saved for this game. He didn't use him for the Everton game. Definitely is going to use him. And he's fit. Yeah, he's on the bus, and on the flight. And he's our leading goal scorer at the moment in Champions League. You know, 5 goals in 4 matches, 100%. So this is the best attacking team that I can put up. But if you guys have another opinion, I'm open to hear from you guys as well.
Yeah. No, I think that's a solid team.
That's a solid team. Yeah, it's a wrap.
That's the strongest team we can put out. But whether the manager sees it and plays the players who sometimes are playing there because they've just done a little bit of a good job, you know, experience. So no, you got to play to your strongest ability. And if he plays Harry Maguire and Tommy tomorrow and Lindelof, I'll be very disappointed. No disrespect, they're good players. They're just average players. They're not worldies. They won't get you through a pressure cooker situation. We've seen it in the past with some of them players. They all go ball watching, edge drop, and they're not accountable. Yeah. They'll walk off the pitch and won't say anything. They'll never stand up for accountability.
Mick, I just want to share how I think he will line.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is how I believe Ten Hag will line up tomorrow. So it's the usual suspects. Lindelof, Maguire plays, McTominay plays, and I don't think he will choose Pellistri. I think he will choose Anthony on the right, and I think Hojlund is not ready. So
oh
we will
no,
start
no, no! Get out of
Trick
Anthony.
pony, Anthony. He's,
No.
God, he's injured anyway.
Yeah,
Yes. But wasn't training today, so he's available for selection. So I think he'll I think he gets some minutes, Jarvis, but I think Pellistri will start tomorrow. I also think I understand what you're saying, but I also think Pellistri will start.
Yeah, this is not my team, just to say. This is what I have a feeling that Ten Hag will start tomorrow. It's more defensively minded. You have Luke Shaw on left back, not Reguilon, Lindelof and Maguire in the back, because they have the ability to play out from the back long.
Lindelof got rinsed.
I don't think Varane and Luke Shaw has that kind of long pass or long pass in their game to pick Garnacho and Anthony and Martial on the counter attack. So we will fully rely on Kobbie Manioo to drop down and carry the ball into the midfield forward if we start with Luke Shaw and Varane as centre backs. So I'm not sure that Ten Hag will start mixed lineup. I don't believe so.
Okay, guys, it's time for the fun part. We will find out tomorrow anyway. I think I'm going to do a very quick one because usually we do the score prediction, but now I want us to do something very, very fun, and we're going to spin the wheel 100%, and let faith be the destiny. So here I put up score predictions like 1-0 to United, 1-1 draw, 2-0 United, 2-1 United, 3-1 United. Is there anything else you would like to see here? A loss?
Yeah, we could lose. It's
not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world, mate.
Is there any? I mean, I got 1-0, 1-1, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1.
Or 4-1, Jarvis.
4-1.
Yeah.
Okay. 4-1 United.
4-1 United. Otherwise, I would have said 1-4. Yeah.
For United to win there.
I'll take a 1-1 draw because then maybe we know what to do against Bayern Munich. If we get a draw, we're in second place. We know.
Okay, guys, are you ready? This is for the Lady Fortuna. We're not going to jinx it. Spin the wheel, guys, and let's see what happens. Come what may, come what may. Welcome to hell. Maybe we will walk away. Spin the wheel. Get in there.
Yo, DJ, spin that wheel.
Oh, it's a 3-1 Ruby Classic. Ladies and gentlemen, 3-1 Ruby Classic. Let the Lady Faith Fortuna have its faith. Guys,
yes.
Brilliant. I really enjoy this one. Spin the wheel, because that's leave it to faith, leave it to chance.
Let's leave it to chance. Guys, I gotta step out right now to go start the Champions League watch along. So I will see you guys definitely tomorrow. Big up to you guys. Yeah.
Big up,
see you guys tomorrow. Big up for everyone for tuning in. Big up, Poppy. Go check out Poppy's.
It's a 5:45 kickoff tomorrow, isn't it? It's 5:45, not 8 o'clock. Bloody hell! I nearly forgot. I was going to watch it at 8 o'clock tomorrow.
4-0. What people are saying? Madhouse saying 2-2, and what are you saying? 3-1 to Gala with Jarvis, 100%. It's interesting, but guys, leave your comments in the comment section below. What is your score prediction? We just did 4-0. Duncan believes it's going to be 4-0. That's a little bit too giddy, mate. But guys, let's bring the fire extensions tomorrow and put out the fire and show them we are the Red Devils, because if they're talking about welcome to hell, we are the Red Devils, guys. Don't ever forget that. You know what I mean? Big up for everyone that's coming in. Short and snappy, 1 hour show today. Thank you, Andy Tate, for coming in as well on such a short notice. Jarvis as well, Pappy, everyone. Glory, Manchester United, guys. And enjoy the Champions League, whatever you were watching. I think it's Newcastle, right?
We aim, man.
Yep. 1-2. Lisa Jensen's coming in. Yeah, well, scores are coming in here. Lisa Jensen goes 1-2 United. Guys, you're beautiful. See you guys tomorrow, by the way. We are doing the post-match reaction show. I'm not sure if you're going to do the pre-match as well, Jarvis.
No,
we're not. No,
not a
tomorrow.
chance. Not a chance.
Hmm.
I'm at work, so it's too early.
Too early.
Yeah.
Time to close the shop, people. Enjoy your night. See you guys tomorrow. Glory, glory, Manchester United. Bye for now. See you and thank you. Okay. What happened? Okay. Do I get stuck here? Okay. Where's my bloody exit? Just close the shop. Bye for now.
Bye.